Hey guys, how's it going? It's been a while since I posted a video, but today I wanted to come at you with a new deck profile from the October 2022 ban list. Spellbook Invoked Dogmatika. Yeah, it's a pile, but with Judgment back at 1, I feel that card is just, it's like multi-roll on crack. Anyway, let's get into it. So running 2 blue boy, adds any spellbook card from your deck to your hand. Dogmatika package, 3 Ecclesia, 1 Fleur. Now, I am very much tempted to put in a is it Nexus? And cutting 1 Ecclesia. 3 for me has come up quite a lot, especially in some of those grind games, but there are times where I wish I had, maybe another Fleur or, something different. So I think it's definitely subject to change. It's worked well so far, but I feel like it could be better. We play the Souls package. We play the 2 Souls, 2 Illusion of Chaos. These, it's just a free summon. This obviously can add this and then you can send the next copy. I just feel like it gives a little bit of extra extension. It's not entirely mandatory to play it. I just feel like it's something that you could definitely benefit from running. Next we play 3 of the boy. He adds Invocation. That's its whole purpose. We play this guy, Jargon. Obviously summoning this off Judgment, where preferentially. You can run 2. 2 is not a bad idea, considering if you open this with Judgment, I mean, you can't summon it off Judgment. Because there's a number of normal summons in this deck, you don't want to have to normal summon Jargon. That's for sure. The only hand trap I run is 3 Nibiru. Now, my logic there was, this could be Ash, it could be Droll, but this generates just, it kills Tier. Runic doesn't care about it. Sprite, depending on they can get out of negate, sure. But I found this in matches, especially up against stuff like, Cybers, Mathmech, stuff like that, like very rogue tier. This punches them as well. Again, subject to change for whatever you think would be better. Personally, I'm liking this at the moment. So, that's the monster lineup. Now, obviously we're playing this thing. This thing lets you add spellbook cards into the turn up to the number of spells you played, and we summon Jargon. Of course we gotta play it. Next we run 3 Book of Secrets. This card's great. Lets you add any spellbook card. Absolutely run 3 of that. Spellbook of Knowledge coming out in Code of the Duelist. This was some amazing support for the deck. Either sending a spellcaster you control or another spellbook in your hand, spellbook card in your hand, and draw 2. Of course you want to run 3 of that. Fate. Fate is amazing as it has so much varied utility. It can be used to return a set card, set spell trap. It can be used to Book of Moon, or optimally you want to banish 3 to banish 1 card on the field, non-targeting. Card's amazing. Master allows you a little bit of extra extension and allows for the grind game to sort of progress. I feel like 2 has worked really well for me. I wouldn't play more or less. Playing the 1 Spellbook of Power. This thing just adds a little bit of extra kick to any spellcaster for 1,000 points. And the last one of is the Spellbook Wisdom. Using this primarily to protect Jargon. If you have Secret Village up and Dogmatika Punishment, you can just pretty much lock your opponent down. There are times when my Jargon has been impermed when I didn't have this, so this just protects it, and Dark Ruler as well, obviously. 3 of this amazing card coming back to 3. Absolutely play 3 of it. Provides a lot of utility for the deck, but as well as sending, well, really anything you can plus off. You could be sending a Pacalone, I think it is. You can send Entis. Depending on the situation, the card is amazing anyway. Obviously letting you add back from grave or deck just great. 3 Meltdown to add the boy. 2 Invocation because it does invoke things. 2 Secret Village. This thing with a spellcaster shuts off all your opponent's spells. They're not going to be able to use Droplet, Ruler, anything like that. They're going to have to imperm or try and kill over the Jargon, but again, this makes life very tough for them. The 1-ofs, 1 Cold-Buy, 1 Terraforming. This variant of deck, you can cut a bunch of things and turn it into Runic Mine if you wanted to, or you could play a more heavily a heavy Dogmatika lineup, which is what I'm thinking about doing, but again, Invoke just offers a little bit extra utility as well. Schism for summoning Winder, that's all you're doing with it. And that, again, if you have this set with Jalgan, you're basically just ruining your opponent's day as well. And 1 Punishment. Again, I would think about running 2 of this because this card's just amazing. Yeah, it locks you out of the extra deck, but who cares? You're killing potentially 2 things if you're sending enters. So that's the main deck. On to the extra deck. For the fusions, we run 2 Macabre. Card says negate, easy to summon. Agoides. I can't even pronounce that. This does come up because you can banish any fusion monster from your grave that you could have sent with Nadir and boost this thing up. Plus, it kills something on the field when it's special summon. This comes up more in the late game, but it has 1-wing matches. We play the standard Kaliga Purga Trio. I don't go into these too much situationally, but Kaliga with effects being limited, and Purga Trio comes up when they've got multiple monsters. You just smack. I play the 1 Lad. Lad is good. He's big, and he adds your card at the end of the turn. This girl, considering running 2, but when she does get used, very handy. Definitely always run Entis in this build. And the Shadow cards, Apcalone, adding the Schism and Winder, just no special summons, more than 1 per turn. Ruins a lot of people's days. Some fusions. We're playing the Invoker of Madness. There are times when, if you can't go into Crowley for some reason, going to this guy, not a bad play either. Crowley, because you can obviously reveal 3 spellbooks and add 1 to your hand. Absolutely play this guy. This girl, obviously, to just get rid of bloody Alistair or Souls or Boy, just get him out of there. I play Unicorn, never go into this thing. It's completely situational, but I guess it's not too bad to have a bit of extra utility there. This girl's amazing. Celine, absolutely play her. She definitely needs a reprint though, way too expensive for what she is. And the access code. If you can get to a play where Celine is viable, you can 100% kill them. This deck can OTK very hard, whether you use Dogmatika cards or if you use Invoked and then maybe go into an access code. This deck can put out a lot of damage very quickly. It does struggle, I will say, with Droll, because you don't have a lot of effect negation. I'm thinking about, not sure whether you could do an adventure package in this. It might be too cloggy, but in my experience, you can play through most hand traps. But Droll is what kills this deck 100%. Side deck is, I don't have it on me, but it's entirely based around the meta at the time. So because this deck is harder pushing, going second, Evenly's Lightning Storms. If you're expecting to go first, we side Judgments. You can have Cosmics. I know I was using Gamma Package for a while. A little bit counterproductive, but it does protect against Droll. That was the whole point. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if there's any other deck profiles you'd like to see. I have Sprite, I have Tia, Runics. I just haven't bothered to show them off yet. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Thanks.